Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 176. If you're a new friend of my channel, thank you for stopping by and checking us out. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for spending some time with me this week. As you can see, I have the Opes here. I was getting ready to start my video and he's been barking this morning, and my husband says, you know, if you don't put him in that video, he's gonna bark. So I don't know, we're gonna give this a try to see if he calms down and he just chills with me. We'll see. There's birds outside that get his attention. The neighborhood dogs bark and he thinks he needs to answer even though he's inside. It's a whole thing. Regardless, you're not here about Opie. Well, some of you are, because some of you love him dearly. But let's get on to this. So I want to give an announcement out here at the very beginning of this coming Saturday, February 11th, at the Stitch N Frame, my LNS. we're going to do a sit and stitch. We do it once a month, but it's became more people are asking about it. So I'm going to put it on here. They don't have an enormous room to sit and for people to sit, but they've got extra, they said. So, and if not, I can bring some more next time. But regardless, we're going to get there about 10 and we stay for a few hours till people start getting hungry and like trickle away. So, and you can always just pop in and say, hey, you don't have to sit and stitch at all. So if you're in the neighborhood of Fort Wayne at the Stitch N Frame, please stop by and say hey. And as a little surprise, it's Barb's birthday a couple days prior to. She turns 80. That is the owner. And I'm going to get her some cupcakes. She's probably not going to want them, but I'm going to get them for her. So, all right. So let's get on to the regular stuff. I want to remind people in the links below, I have a Happy Mail form. There are several other links and information that you can gather from there on the weekly basis. I don't put all the details of what I stitch in there. It's enough sometimes for me to do my videos for you guys, but I love visiting you, so I do that. This context is more important to me than what exactly I use on everything, and if you want to know, then people reach out to me. So, all right, with that, I'm gonna go into one of the segments that so many people like on here, and it is our featured friend. Terry sent me a picture. I'm gonna pop it in here. Terry sent me a picture of Modern Folk Embroideries, Fruits of Plenty. She started and finished it in 2021. She enjoyed stitching it, and she gracefully gave me a compliment of that she enjoys my channel. So thank you very much for stopping by and sharing that with us, Terry. If anyone else would like to have their pictures or cross-stitching shared on this channel, please just send it to janetjabber@gmail.com and I'll push you in the queue. Everyone so enjoys this part of the channel. So I love getting the community involved. So join in. All right, the next thing that I have this week, I am going to have a couple giveaways. As a reminder, you must be 18 or older, slow down, Janet, to enter this. I want the United States only, please, for shipping purposes of expenses. Do not say giveaway. Do not say any of the trigger words. If this does not arrive for some reason, this is a gift, so I can't replace it exactly, but if you never receive something, get back with me and I will get something mailed out to you. Anyway, I have been aware that other floss tubers have had scammers. I have not, fingers crossed. But I have in the past, and someone alerted me and I went in and cleared it, had it where people were like, hey baby, I think you look pretty or whatever. So, and I just blocked that person from my channel. So if you ever see anything suspicious like that, please reach out to me so we can take care of that quickly. But on to the giveaways. Giveaway number 1 is Hands-On Designs, Let It Snow Bungalow. Let It Snow Bungalow. These were given to me to share on my channel, so we're sharing away. And number 2 is Frost House by Little Stitch Girl. Frost House. I have this one to stitch also. Yeah, so 1 and 2. That's all you have to put. No special anything else. So, all right, let's get on to my stitching. Now, I have a few finishes, a few whips, quite a few again this week. It's been a great week. I tell you, winter calms me. All right, if you recall from last month, I am doing Jeanette Douglas's, she gave out mini bouquets last year, all year long. I just collected them so that I could stitch them. Look, I got a board, everyone. I made it. Ha! So this is the February one. I'm making a few changes. The border on theirs is in grits, and that didn't show up on my fabric, so I changed it to a DMC number of some kind. So that is a finish for now. It's not a fully finished. I am finishing all of them, and then I will fully finish that. This next one, I told you when I saw you last that it would probably be a finish this week because I was making it happen, and it is. And part of the thing that I had to wait on was the perforated paper. This is hands-on designs. Her little love notes that she gives to her husband. Let's see if we can do this. So, love you too, and even this little tiny guy on a piece of perforated paper. This was a challenge, but I think it's gonna be well worth it. I need to find a piece of the teal turquoise color. Sorry guys, if he barks, you'll have this weird edit. Anyway, to put behind this, I don't have a lot of wool. It's something that I need to acquire. So, my last finish for this week, and it is a huge one, and some of you may have seen it already, but I am super duper excited about this. This is my granddaughter's birth announcement. Oh, I love this so much. This is a pattern I got off of Etsy. It is the same designer that I did their wedding announcement with. So I love how it turned out, and I'm super happy about it. Lizzie even loves the coloring because it matches her nursery perfectly. So that needs to get framed and get up ASAP. So I'll probably be taking that with me on Saturday to my sit and stitch. So, all right, so for my whips, my works in progress for this week, I have my queen, my Mirabilia queen, winter queen, stitched on a 28 count Lugana called Morning Mist. And this is not gonna surprise any of you. I can't use the board for this. All the DMC is stitched. Let me hold it back here. All the DMC is stitched. Someone pointed out to me and I never really realized it. I didn't have the eye done yet, but I am in here putting the whisper in. That will take a minute because it's hard for you to tell, but like I had to add it up here. There's open spots here. There's still a lot of opening. It looks like it's there, but it's not. See, there's an opening there, there. So there's still quite a bit of whisper to be added in here. So that's probably what I'll be adding this week. I don't see myself getting past that for this week. And I appear to have lost my regular bead bob or bead bill or whatever it's called. I have no clue where it's at, so I guess I need to get one of those from the stitching store. Hopefully they have one because that'll be a mess. Anyway, so that's where I'm at on my queen. Yes, and somebody asked me what I will do if I get that done. I will not pull spring forward yet. I will probably work on my Queen of Freedom. I kind of know I will because I would like to move her along also. She was never in a rotation like this. I would just get her out when she would show up on my Whip Go board. So speaking of Whip Go, this segues into it. This whip that I'm going to show you right now is a Whip Go call for February, and it's done. So We Live in Hope by Blackbird Designs. This is the one that I'm doing on the chart, is the back one. I'm making a few changes to the wording when I get to that point, but this is where I am at on it. I kind of like this board, guys. We'll see. But that's where I'm at on it. So this is a mixture of what it's called for and DMCs is what I've chose. So what I got done this week were the cells. My goal on Whip Go is 500 stitches, and that was like exactly 500 stitches to get that done. So I like that I'm started down this way to get the big ship done, and then it leaves little motifs in around, but I'll get the big bulk of it done. So it is not on the call again for Whip Go. I've already done it twice this year, but that doesn't mean this won't come out if I have it calling for me. Another one that was calling for me this week, that is my butterfly Afghan. I want to pop a picture in here of what it will look like. This has been a stitch for me since December of 2018. It has a long way to go. I will continue to plug away at it, but I'm going to show you what I did this week, and that is working more on this little butterfly. There's two butterflies in most of the squares, so that is what I have. There's no good way to show you what's been done on this. So part of it up here, like this would finish the top row when I get this one done. And then there's like these kind that are throughout the whole thing. I have all of those done. It's just the specialty butterflies that still need to be done. So yeah, plug away at it. And for those of you that haven't been here a while, the story on this is that my mother I collected all the magazines in 2007 with this entire quilt design in it. And then my mother got me the Afghan, and I never had the desire to pull it out. And after I lost her, it just became a thing that needed to happen. So I work on that and snuggle down with it, and it was a gift from my mom. So other stitching that I did this week, so I think I had told you in the past that I was on the wait list for the Harry Potter book 2 on audio from my library. Well, it came up. So since it came up, that the reason I was checking it out is so that I could stitch on it. This all makes sense in my head, but year 2 from the Black Needle Society's Frogwarts year 2. This is what I'm trying to stumble and get out. Anyway, so the book came up so that I could check it out. So while I listened to it, I stitched on this piece. Clear as mud. Whew, sorry about that. I knew I'd get there. It was just around the bus. I'm going to show you the whole piece, and then I'm going to zoom in on what I did. So there's the whole piece where I'm at right now. And what I worked on was, I got the spider in, I got this little guy, oh, he's so cute. That little guy up there, that slug, I got a sock in, and I came down the head here filling in. So this is just all fill in, so that's what I use it for, but I think there's still like 4 or 5 more elements that I have to get in here. And of course, then there's stitching across the bottom that's like 1/1 words. But anyway, plugging along, I still have, you may see this again next week, we'll see. I still have like 3 hours of the book to listen to. So my goal would be to get that done so I could get the book done so I could get it checked back in. And then my plan is, because this won't be done in 3 hours, is to read the book, or is to watch the movie, which I've only sporadically seen these movies. So it's just how I'm tackling these as some fun. Like during the retreat, I stitch on the piece, and then Athena, Stitching Goddess Design, has a Harry Potter stitch on the 7th of every month, so I jump in on that. And what is today? Oh, so that's, yeah. So Harry Potter will come out for that too, so you will see him next week. So anyway, there's that. All right, this next piece, I'm riding the struggle bus for. I'm gonna pop a picture in here, which is not the best picture of what this is supposed to look like. This is Winter Quaker by Stitching Through the Years. This is a goal, I want to get this done in February and March-ish time period. I'm stitching it on, the fabric kind of is good there. I'm stitching on a piece of 32 count Boss Moss by Be Stitch Me. And see, I can see, you can't see. There's a deer there, and then crazy bright antlers. I'm gonna show you this if I can get it out without making a mess. This is what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna show you called for, and I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking of. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm going to. I'm making a mess. All right. Right here are the called for, and that's what that deer is in. Right here is what I'm thinking about subbing it out. For one, I don't have deers around here that are that dark. And this is like more of a yellow, where this is fawn. So I think I'm gonna have to put that in there and see how that works on the fabric. I just don't like how much that blends in, and yeah, you know, we gotta make adjustments sometimes. All right, so my next piece that I stitched on is my Mill Hill Monday. I should be bringing you beads next week. So this is what it will look like, and this is where it's at. So based on what I remember, I should be bringing you some beadwork next week. I heard from Connie from Count Twice Stitch Once. She said that she thinks this was Melina's very first ever Mill Hill kit. Well, that was kind of cute. I love that little guy. And I know Candy, the 614 Stitcher, said she has that too because she loves those guys. So So cute. So many similar interests. All right, my next piece is a Tiny Modernist piece from Halloween calendar. I'm plugging along. I'm on block 19, and that's where I'm at. So I got the box in, the 19, and the top of the head for the vampire. Very cool. And this next piece, Jennifer Upton reached out to me and asked me if this is available on their site. I don't know if it is. I can't imagine that it's not. It was in a Black Natal Society in 2020. So this is, it's the season to sparkle. These colors are just gorgeous. So look at that. I am almost done. This may be a finish when I come at you next week too. I don't know if I showed, this is what it's supposed to look like. So you can clearly see I just have the ornament to finish up. And then this will be done, and then I'll put a new seasonal piece in there. So that'll be super fun. My last one involves more ripping. Janet. This is Heart and Hands, Tiny Town, or Big Hearted Tiny Town. I saw someone on Instagram, the fancy something. She changed some green in here, and I was like, yeah, that needs to happen, because this is where I'm at. And I love it. So I'm stitching this on a remnant of Grace Notes fabric, almond milk. And, but yeah, pink trees, eh. So basically I got to rip out that tree right there, turn it green. And the lady that I saw, she did the hill. That hill, she turned green, tree, and that was it. So it was just a punch of a little bit of green color, and it made a world of difference. So yeah, I'll be doing that for sure. So that is all my stitching that I have to share with you. I know I got a lot done again this week. It was super exciting. So as far as plans, haul, mail, I don't have any. I don't have any haul. I don't have any mail. Plans, I don't know, like still working on my whip goals. I have some other goals, of course, Harry Potter, my Mill Hill Monday, Wicked Wednesday, Festive Friday, my Threaded Day, my Queen, let's cheer me on. I think that I will come at you next time, hopefully ready to begin beating. That's the thing I would like to see happen. So that would be exciting. So that's it, stitching related. I do want to tell you some really cool stuff. So Facebook reminded me, do you guys all see that feature on Facebook where it like reminds you of memories? So Facebook reminded me this last week that it was 12 years ago that I became engaged. So that was, I don't know, I just think those things are cute sometimes. So 12 years ago, I became engaged. It was on the 4th that he asked me, the 5th I announced it on Facebook. And then on the 9th will be 15 years ago that we went on our first date ever. So yep, we dated for 3 years before he proposed to me, and we were married pretty quick. I got married in July, proposed in February, married in July. So, and we've been doing this thing. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm trying to think about my week. Oh, I did a treat. I did a self-care treat for myself this last week. I had a facial done. It was so relaxing. I mean, like, I feel like I was falling asleep and snoring on the poor lady, but I don't know. It's some little treat, and I have learned about myself. So I went to leave. She's like, would you like to make another appointment? It's my go-to usually is to say no. But when I do that, I find that it's like 6 months to a year before I come back. And I want to be better to myself. So before I left the store, I scheduled my next one, which is like 3 months out. So it's not like I'm doing this on the regular, but a little something for self-care. So that was fun and relaxing, and I don't know, special to myself. So my plans for this coming weekend are football and stitch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Stitch and football. This is coming weekend. I do get to see Ozzy almost every single day right now. I'm going, like, it just works out. Like, I go to work, like, I pass her house to go to work. I'm stumbling over myself. I pass her house to go to work. So because of that, I just like leave a little bit extra early and stop and see them, help feed her bottle before she goes down for her little afternoon, like, nap. Lizzie and Colton have her on such an amazing routine. Currently, she's rocking that. But you know, as soon as you get used to a baby having a certain routine, they change it up for you. So, and I tell Lizzie that all the time. You are very blessed to have such a good sleeper and to have such a good child. But she will rock your world. She will have changes, but still, someone said on here that you can see the grandma glow. I feel the grandma glow. I love every bit of that little thing. She knows my voice. She just knows. Sometimes I don't just feed her. I like read her a book. Sometimes she doesn't want grandma to read. She just wants to just calmly take her food. So we do what Ozzy wants to do. But all right, I'm totally rambling here at this point. I love sharing with you all my life. I love sharing with you my little love bug. My daughter and Colton are doing an amazing job. I just wish I could like hug them and surround them with so much love. But all right, so I hope you all have a wonderful week. Stay positive, stay joyful. And if you just need a little bit of that sunshine, send me a text. I'll send it your way. Or not a text, but send me a message. I'll send it your way. I think I'm caught up on my comments, so we're gonna moving forward from here. I'm rambling because I don't want to hang up with you guys today. I love you all. Have a great week. Please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.